girls and then information from boys, right? It means that this will retrieve all the information about girls and then boys, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, Clifford.
So when you use the n logical operator, it's you are telling the system to bring you results that contain the two search terms or two keywords that are the both sides of the n word.
All right. Okay, so did I explain this to you in our subsequent, like what last semester or last week? Did I do something like this?
No, sir.
No, sir. All right. So if I ask you to call me Kofi and Ama, what will you do?
So we'll call both of them for you.
What happens if you call me only Ama?
I have not executed fully what you've asked me to do.
All right. Any other person? Any other person?
Sir, your question is what if we call Kofi only Ama?
Yeah.
Yeah, then it means we've called Ama but not Kofi.
Did you do what I asked you to do?
No, sir.
All right. So that is the n logical operator, okay? So when you are dealing with n logical operators or operator, it means that both conditions must be what? Satisfied. Okay? So the conditions must be satisfied before you evaluate that to true. Okay? So it's just like the ATM machine. When you go and you want to withdraw money, the first thing is you have to insert your card. And after inserting your card, you need to enter your password, and then it will check whether the amount that you are going to, or the amount you've entered, what you have in your account is much, it's like, let me say, equal to or more than that before it will give you that kind of money. If you insert your card without entering the password, you'll not be able to do anything. If you enter your password without inserting your card, you'll not be able to do anything. So this means that before you can evaluate this condition, or before you be able to withdraw your money, all the conditions that are needed for you to be able to withdraw your money must be what? Satisfied before you can withdraw money. That is how the n logical operator works, okay? So both conditions must be what? Satisfied. You call Kofi and then Ama, that is where you have executed what I asked you to do. But if you call me only Ama, then it means that you didn't do what I want you to do. And then the next one is the all logical operator, which says that evaluate it to true even if one of the condition is true. Even if one of the condition is true. That is, if I ask you to call me Kofi or Ama, then it means that you can call either of them. Okay, you can call me either of them, or you can call both of them, and that is still good. Okay, so this is giving you three opportunities. That is, if you go and call me only Ama, then I'm okay with that. If you call me only Kofi, I'm okay with that. If you call me both Kofi and Ama, I am okay with that. But then, if you are dealing with the all logical or the n logical operator, it means that you have to call me both Kofi and Ama before you can say that you have done what I asked you to do. So you only have one instance, which you can evaluate that to be true. That is calling me both Kofi and Ama. Now, let's look at, so if you want to type, the all logical operator means that even if one of the condition is true, evaluate that to true. Okay, even if one of the condition is what? True. So it means that The AND logical operator does not take single condition. Okay, it does not take single input. This takes two or more input. Okay, you can't just tell me coffee and no, there is nothing like that. Okay, you can't tell me AMA and without next condition. So it means that you need to have at least two input. At least two input. So here we have Kofi and AMA. Here we can have Kofi, AMA, and Ransford. Okay, and that will equally be evaluated to true. Please, you have unshared your screen. Share your screen again. And then, so let's see one of the practical application of all logical operators, of which I believe you are all using right now, and most of you don't even know that is that is what you are using. Now, when you look at your phone, okay, you have password, like you have a lot of ways to authenticate or a lot of ways to unlock your phone. First, you may have your PIN code, and you have to enter your PIN code or your password. Another one, you can use your fingerprint, and then you can use your Face ID. Okay. Now let's say you want to unlock your phone, and then you enter only your password. You say that the phone will unlock, okay, and you can be able to use it. If you use your fingerprint, the phone will equally unlock. If you use your face, the phone will equally unlock. And what makes it different from the AND logical operator is that this one, even if one of the conditions is true, it will evaluate it to true. And that is where you can use one of these set of authentications to unlock your phone, okay? One of these set of authentication, because you have your Face ID, you have your fingerprint, you have the password. But if you enter only your password, your phone will unlock, okay? If you use your face, the phone will unlock for you. And then when you use the fingerprint, that will equally do that for you. So that is all logical operator. But the not logical operator is just a flip. Okay. So if you have one input, so it takes only one input. Okay. It takes only one input. That is, we have one in binary. Okay. So when we're dealing with 0 and then 1, when you not 1, it means that you are changing it to what? 0. Because we only have two things, either 0 or 1. If you not 0, you get 1. And then if you not 1, you get 0. So that is just a flip, okay? A flip of that. So when we say on, when you say on, and then you note it, you are going to get off. So the switch that you are using in your room, you can turn it on and then you can turn it off. If it is off and then you turn it on, then it means that you have changed it from 1 to 0. Okay, that is, if it is on and then you turn it off, you have changed it from 1 to 0. So that means that you have flipped the. If it is on, or if it is off and then you turn it on, it means that you have changed it from 0 to 1. So this only takes one condition and then it will flip it to the other way. So go. And if you not go, then it means that you are coming. If you are going and then we not that, it means you are coming, right? So anything that has Boolean expressions, okay, where you evaluate it and then you get the right answer, or you get the right, the opposite, then that is not logical operator. So not logical operator means that invert it or you flip it. Invert. You see that in binary, we have zeros and then ones. So it is either 0 or 1. If you not the 0, you get 1. If you not 1, you get 0. Okay. And then we have true or false. If you not true, you are getting what? False. And then if you not false, you are getting true. Are we good? So these are the three basic logical operators. Of course, we have some that will be considered as logical operators when you go to this computer architecture stuff. Like we have a NaN. So these are just combined logical operators. We have NaN, which means not and then we have nor, which means not and not or, and then we have exclusive and other stuff. So all those logical operators are derived from these three logical operators that we are having. Now, let's go to comparative logical operators, which we'll be using more here. So we have comparative logical operators. So go down. Comparative logical operators. So these are logical operators that we use to make comparison. Okay. So the first one is hello. Please don't worry yourself to type everything. Okay. You can just use shortcut. All right. So we have the first one to be greater than or equal to. So you type the greater than symbol and then the equal to. Yes. So in programming, this is how we type it. Okay. Unlike in mathematics, you have to type the greater than and then put some dash under that. Okay. So this is greater than or equal to, and then we have less than or equal to. We have equal to. In programming, we use uh, double equal sign. Okay. Double equal sign, but this actually accepts one single equal sign. Okay. This actually accepts single equal sign. And then we have not equal to. Not equal to. Good. So the not equal to, we use the comparative, that is the exclamation symbol to show that not. Okay, when you see exclamation symbol, that means that not. Or you can have the less than and then the greater than facing each other. Okay, so type less than. No, yeah, greater than. So this is equally used to check not logical operators. Okay. And then we have less than itself, and then we have greater than itself. Okay, so these are the comparative logical operators that we are going to use in this particular practical. Okay, because at the end of the day, you use it to check conditions, you use it to do some like limit certain records. Okay, and then retrieve other records. So we all know that the greater than or equal to means that if you're dealing with greater than or equal to that, so let me use 10 for instance. If you are looking for things that are greater than or numbers that are greater than or equal to 10, it means that you can have 10, 11, and so on. Okay, and then when you go to the less than or equal to, you can have less than or equal to 10. It means that 10 should be the maximum number in that case. So you can have from 0 up to what, 10. And anything above 10 will not be part of this. And then we have the equal sign, which we all know. And then we have the not equal sign, which we all know that this will flip it. So whatever it is, then it will flip that and then give you the other way around. And then we have the less than, which would, so when we are dealing with this, when we are dealing with 10, then it means that we can have numbers that are less than 10. So in this case, 10 is not part of that. Okay, so less than 10, it means that you can start from 1 up to 9, and then 9 will be the maximum number. And then we have greater than or equal to. So if we are dealing with greater than or if we are dealing with greater than 10, then it means that 11 will be the least value up to the end of the counting. All right. So we equally have this arithmetic logical operators, which we have the plus, addition, multiplication, we have modulus, and so on. Okay, but in this particular practicals, we might not make good use of, or more, we might not use it more like the comparative logical operators and then the, and then the, what's the name? The logical operators. Okay, so we'll not use that one often like the first two. All right. So Any question based on what I explained before we start the practicals? Any question? Any question with regards to what I just explained or anything related to SQL syntax? Hello, any question? Hello, please can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Yeah, any question? Course prep. If no one is responding, you let me know that there is no question, then we can move on.
Okay, sir. Uh, okay, I think at this point we can move on.
All right. So um, please click on database, okay? At the right-hand side, we have databases. Click on that. And then you click on the database too. Click on the plus symbol at the back. Yeah, good. And then click on the table. Now, what we are doing is that we are just expanding this to see the various tables that we have. So you see that we have dbo.courses, dbo.grades, dbo.instructor, dbo.students, and then we have the text. So these are the various tables that we have in our database. Now, the practicals, I am not going to do it alone. I'm going to do that with all of you here. And this is how I'm going to do it. We'll do something, and then I'll ask somebody. I'll just call you randomly. Then you do something similar to what we just did. All right. So let's reprint out everything from the student table. Select all from students. Select all from students. You can just go and copy that code and come and paste it. Come down and paste that, come down and paste that, and expand the table section, where we have the output. Paste that. Please, this is just the beginning of it, and SQL is so simple that we can all do it, and then it is easy to understand. So don't be scared. All right, so run that code, and then expand where we have the output. So just look at what he's doing. You make sure you have this plus symbol. Yeah, rerun that. Just run that. Just run that. Select it and run. So when you select, you click on execute, okay? When you select, you click on execute. That is where you get your input. All right, good. Now, I'm going to call somebody to print out one of the tables that we are having. I hope you can see the tables. We have courses, we have grade, we have instructors and other stuff. So I just call you. All right. Akuka Joseph. Joseph, are you here? Hello, Joseph Akuka. Hey. Please, if I mention your name, I don't want to see you leaving. Joseph.
Sorry.
Yes. So can you see what he just did? I hope you have seen that. Have you seen that?
I've seen it, but my network's not always stable, please.
This is one thing about online class. The person will tell you the network is not stable. All right. Asana. Asana, please, are you here? Hello, Asana. Asana Sumaila.
Yes, sir.
Are you here?
Yes, please.
All right. So can you see the code?
Yes, please.
All right. So I want you to help us to retrieve all the records from the text table. Hello, Asana. So this is what we are not supposed to. We have to always look at what the person is doing on the screen. But if you don't understand something, you ask, and then we explain that again. We just retrieve all records from students table. And then I want you to retrieve all the records from the text table. All right. Augustina. Augustina, are you here? Augustina, are you here? BBC. Clifford, get ready. BBC.
Sir, please, can I try?
Clifford, get ready.
All right, you can try.
Please, first you select from. Sir, please, when did you say I should retrieve from which table?
Text.
Sorry.
Text. Please put the cursor on that table. You have the table name.
Six.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So first I would. Sir, please let me go and come again.
All right, Augustine, are you here?
Sir,
Yeah, Akuka.
can I try?
Yeah.
You click select star from text.
All right, Joseph, the one presenting, can you do that?
Please come again.
Agbemenyela. My TA. Yeah, please, can you do that? No, I don't expect you to do this. Just copy the same code and then you can change it and then make that so that you can have the students own, we can have that. So we have the old, yeah. So copy the whole line of code. All right. So he said select all from text. All right. So run the code and let's see. Hello, please do not select everything. Okay, just select only the text. All right. So that is it. Okay. So this is just logic. We have the student table. The only thing you have to do is to change the name of the table. Okay. The only thing you have to do is to change the name of the table. And I don't just want to assume that you do understand what you are doing. or you are following what you are doing. And I believe anybody that is following, you should know that here it is the only thing you have to change is to change the name of the table, and that is all. All right, let me get another person. Mr. Clifford.
Yes, sir.
All right, can you retrieve some from the instructors? Everything from the instructors
Instructors.
table. Yes, please.
Okay, so you type select asterisk from instructors.
All right. So please do not type this. Basically, this is how we retrieve records from what tables. Okay. We retrieve all records. So mark the word all.
Okay.
We retrieve all records from the table. Then you mention the name of the table. So the syntax is select asterisk or star from table. So that is the general syntax. Okay. And that is, you replace the syntax with the name of the table that you are considering. Okay, so if you want to print out all the records from the grade table, then you have to go in for what? Select or from where?
The table name.
Good. And what's the name of the table I just mentioned?
Instructors.
All right, Asana Smaila, are you here? Do you have something for us? Any good news? Yeah, Asana.
Yes, sir. So
Was it a
please,
mistake?
I want you to. Yes, please, I want to give it a try now. My baby was worrying me. That's why I was having
All right,
divided that
Asana,
news.
give it a try.
So please, which table?
The course table.
The course table. Okay.
Yeah.
Please, first you type select, then you select asterisk, then you click on the course table.
You
Then
click
you
on the
run
course table.
Yeah.
Please do whatever Asana is saying. My tea, you have to change the name. I like the first one.
Probably you come again.
Asana, please, we are waiting for you. Can you reiterate on what you just said?
Yes, select asterisk from then course table.
Asana, are you using two devices?
No, please.
I think someone is using two devices because I can hear the echo. All right. So Asana, that was
Yes,
a
sir.
very good comeback.
Thank you
All
very
right.
much for the
So this is how we retrieve records. Now let me get this person. BBC, are you here? BBC, are you here? Daco Prince.
Yes, sir.
All right, so just read the whole line of code and let's see. Read the whole line of code for us. What you're saying.
Please come again.
Read the whole line of code. Please select that line of code, the last line of code, code line 88.
Select all from course, which the asterisk depicts all.
So what does it mean? Just explain it plainly.
Okay, so what this means is that it is going to select all the tables in the course, including the course number, the title, the credit hours, and then the instructor name.
Please come again.
I mean, it is going to select all the tables under the course, which is the course number, the title, the credit hours, and then the instructor name as well. Like what is it within the course?
Do we have tables under course?
I mean the whole information under the course, which is in the course as well, which is the table that we see there, which is the course number, the title, and then credit.
So just explain it again.
Okay. So when we say
Okay,
select all from the course, that is every details within the course, which we have the course number, the title, the credit hours, and then the instructor name. It will select everything and then display for you to see.
All right. Let me see where I can go. All right, so this is okay. Thank you very much. Now let's go to the next one. So the next thing to do is to bring in the where clause. So the where clause is where comes in if we want to be specific on the records to retrieve. Okay, so maybe you want to retrieve only some students with a CGPA of 3.5 and then leave the rest, or you want to retrieve students below the CGPA. Okay, so now print the student table, print the student tables again. That is only the student table. Now expand the table and let's look at it very well. All right, I believe we can all see the table. Now, this table has a primary key. What is the primary key here? What can be the primary key? And then what is the primary key in this table?
Please, the student number.
The student number. All right. So the student number here is the primary key, okay? And that is what we can use to do what? What do we use it for?
You need to give a unique identity.
So if we want to retrieve some records here, okay, it is the student number that we have to rely on to be able to retrieve the entire record. Okay. Now, we have a couple of attributes here. And what are some of the attributes here?
Address type.
All right. And
Yeah,
what? Any other?
we have first name and last name.
All right. Any other person?
We also have the city.
Good. So these are the column headings. So now I want us to retrieve this particular records where we have the undergraduate. So is it undergrad? We have yes, we have no, we have yes, 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 and then we have no, and so on. So this means that this person is not an undergrad. Okay, this person is undergrad. So if it is yes, then that is undergrad. If it is no, then that is not what undergrad. All right. So let's see how we can use the select to where we can use the select to retrieve records from the table. So we have select. Please, that will be the first code. Don't put it. Yeah, that will be the last one. Select all. Select all from students. All right. So come down where were undergrad. Equal to. Equal sign. Yes, so the yes will be inside single quotations. Well, that is a string. Equal sign, just one equal sign. Single quotation. All right. So basically, what this code is doing is that we are going to select all students. Okay, so here we are considering all the column headings. Okay, we are considering all the column headings, all the attributes from the table. And then we want to retrieve all the records that contain yes under what? Undergrad. I hope you can all see that. Hello, can you see that clearly?
Yes, sir.
Good. To run the code, run the
Sir,
code.
please see there. Yes.
All right. Please select it all. Select it all. The X is not selected. You can't see the yes.
Okay.
Can you say it now?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right. All right. So this is how to retrieve records. And then the syntax is select all from students. That is if you want to consider all the columns, all the attributes in the table. Okay. That is if you want to consider all the attributes in the tables. So what are the attributes? We have student number, we have the last name, we have the first name, we have the address type, we have the city, we have the state city, we have the zip, we have the enroll date, and then we have the undergrad. Okay. If immediately you type all, then it means that you want to retrieve all these attributes in your table. You want to maintain everything in the table. Okay. But then we have a condition that says that undergrad should be equal to what? Yes. Undergrad should be equal to what? Yes. All right. So let me take this. Let me try and see if someone can do something here. So like I mentioned, when you look at undergrad, the table, the ones he printed first, we're having yes, yes, and then no. Now that we have printed out yes, is it possible to just print out no's without changing the yes? Is it possible to print out students with no without changing yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, how do we do that, Clifford?
We change the equal to not equal to.
Do we understand that? Okay, so what we are going to do here is that instead of equal to, make
Well
it
understood.
not equal to. Okay, so if it is not equal to yes, what will it be again? Then let's see what happens. All right. So if it is not equal to, then it will be the other way around. Okay, it will be the other way around. And that is no. So you see that we have no, 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 no in this table. What is the other way, or like how can we print out this again? Is it possible to print out with just by making some small changes to the syntax? All right, so just like what we did firstly or initially, we made it what yes. Now you can just remove the not equal to and then change the yes to no, and this will equally output this table for you. Okay. So change the yes to no. All right. Change the yes to no. All right, and then you see that we have the table. the same table, because under that particular column, what we are having is two things. It is either yes or no. Okay, it is either yes or no. And what we just did is to flip it. We knot it. So you knot the yes, and then that will be what? No. So it will print out the no for you. And that is what the not logical operator does. Are we good? Are we good? Please, if you don't understand anything here, let me know so that I will reiterate on that. And please, you see what we are doing. It is simple. Everyone is getting it. I'm making a lot of sense and other stuff. But then, if you did not try to maybe practice, okay, and then have the mind that you can do it just because of how you see someone doing it, you are going to get it wrong. Okay, you have to always practice. You make mistakes and then you correct yourself. Once you correct yourself for the first time, you are good to go. So that is one thing about programming. You do mistakes, you correct yourself. If you think I'm joking, just take your laptop now and then move away from move away from the screen. Try to run this code or try to write this code again. It's like you'll be getting it wrong. You may be getting it wrong, okay, because you didn't really consider the syntax very well. And once you get it wrong, you come back to the screen and say, okay, I was supposed to put the no inside single quotations. And because of that, you are good to go. Because next time, there's no way you ever forget this. Because you did that some time ago and you had wrong distance. You had syntax error. All right. So this is how to select everything from your table to consider all the records from your table. All the columns, okay, all the columns, all the attributes. Now, let's see how we can just pick some specific columns from the table, okay? So in that case, we are doing away with the asterisk. We are not going to print out everything. We are going to print out some particular columns. Okay, so let's type that. So the syntax is we have select, and then the next thing is the names of the column, the name or the names of the columns that you want to retrieve. The name or the names of the columns that you want to retrieve. All right, so select student number. Student number, first name, last name. So the student number, you should do that with the help of a comma, okay? So the first column and then comma, you go to the next column, comma, and then you go to the third one. So if you are done with the third one, you don't need to add any column. So all the, any column that you put last should not have comma attached to that. It's just like the way we list items in last name, all right, comma, and then first name. First name. All right, so from students, do that on the next line. Use caps so that we can see it clearly. The keyword, always use capital letters, okay? It is good to do that. But you continue from students. And then where undergrad is equal to yes. Place the where, put it on a new line. This is not wrong, but we have best practices, okay? Don't worry about it. It is case insensitive. So that is still the same. Undergrad equal to yes. All right. So this is the table that we're having. Okay, please do not select the table. Just click where the cursor is. All right. So you could see that we only have the columns that we specify in our select statement. So the select statement does not go with only the all, that is the asterisk, to retrieve all the columns we have in our table. But then you can specify the columns that you want to retrieve in your table. Okay, maybe you just want to know the student's first name and then the last name, and then the student's number, and not the address and other stuff. Okay, not the address and other stuff. So what you have to do is that you specify that so that at least you have some small table that you can just glance through and then make sense out of it. Okay. All right. So that is how we select columns from our table. So we select name of the columns or column. Okay. That is student number, last name, first name. You can add other names, okay, other column names. And then from students, and then you add your condition where undergrad is equal to yes. Okay. All right. So now select students numbers. Okay, leave the I want you to select only code line 96 and 97. Code line 96 and 97. Code line 96 and 97, run that one. So what did you see? So you see that with this, we're able to retrieve all the columns that we specify in our select statement. But then we are having 10 records instead of 8 records in the previous one. Okay, because the first one that he ran, that one has a condition that says that undergrads will be equal to what? Yes. And then out of the 10 records that we are having, we have 2 no's and it. So it means that is going to do away with all these all the columns or all the records that we have no under undergrad. And then give you the records that satisfy the condition. So what is the condition? Undergrad is equal to yes. Okay, undergrad is equal to yes. And that is that. All right, any question? Before I move on to ask each of you questions, you write SQL code and then it will output something from the table. I'll tell you what to do and then you do that. So any question, you ask your question before I call your name. And if I call your name and you leave the group, you'll be in trouble. Some of you, once I call your name, then the person will go away and come and tell you that network thingy. I like this name. Dako Prince. I'll call you soon. I like your name. Hello, someone is saying syntax error. You had error? Richard?
Say.
Are you the one that sent the message?
Yeah. I was saying some of the names. Once you mention it, you will get syntax error.
Don't worry. Dako, are you here?
Yes, sir.
I like your name, so you are in trouble. All right.
No problem.
Please, any question, all of you, any question, before I ask you to do something like this. So you are going to do the same thing.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yes, ask.
So please, you were making some comparison between the first prompt and no, the
The
first
first code.
code, yes, and then
Hello. Let me
yes,
come
sir.
in. Let me come. Let me do this. My TA. What I want you to do is that you see the line of code that is 96 and 97 that we have selected. Copy that. Copy that. Did you do that? No. Go back. Control plus Z. Control Z. All right. So copy code line 96 and 97. Someone is asking a question, so I want us to do something so that copy that code. Just copy that one. Are you done?
Yes, sir.
All right. So come to code line 101. No, just go to 99, code line 99, and paste that. Now select from 96 up to 100 and run the code. Expand it so that we can see the two tables. All right. So can you ask your question now?
Okay, sir. Thank you. You were explaining why the first is giving us eight list, and then the last is giving us 10. I
Okay.
want you to finally go over it.
Okay. Let me see what I can do. Hello. Go to code line 101. So type select all from students. Select all from students. Select all from students. All right, so select from 96 to 101. Run that. Open it wide. All right. So continue with your question. You want me to explain it? Good. So you see, the first line of code is select student number, first name, and then last name from students. So the third table, that is the table down there, that is the third table, okay? So what we are doing is that we are trying to retrieve those records from the what? From the students table. Okay, that is the third table that we are seeing. So you see that with that one, we have column headings like student number, last name, first name, address type, city, state city, zip, enroll date, and then we have undergrad. Now, when you look at undergrad, we have yes and then we have no. And it is either yes or no when you look at it. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we have about 8 yes and then 2 no. So what we are trying to do with the first line of code is select select student number. So start from the first student number. We have student number, and then we have last name, and then we have the first name, and then we have a condition. So with the first line of code, that is 3 lines of code, we have a condition that says that the undergrad should be equal to yes. Okay, open that for him to see. So you see that we have select or select student number, last name, first name from students, where undergrad, so the one that we just selected, okay, the highlighted one, where undergrad is equal to yes. So here we are adding a condition, and we will get the output based on the condition, okay? So you only print out those particular records if the condition is what satisfied. So now when you look at the first one, we have a student number 0103, and then under undergrad, that is equal to yes. And then when you look at the second one, 0122, I'm using the student number, that is the primary key, I'm using that one. So we have 0122. And then we have under undergrad, that is equal to yes. That is equal to no. Does that satisfy the condition we are looking for here? No. And because it did not satisfy the condition, it is going to skip that particular record. And then it will move on. Wherever we have no, it will skip that. And then at the end of the day, we had what, 8 records for the first table. That is why you are seeing these 8 records in the first table. All right, so my TA, add this line of code, add comma in the select statement. In the select statement, comma, undergrad. All right, so print that 3 line, 96 to 98. Oh, 96 to 98. Or you can just run everything. No, run everything. From 96 to the last code. All right, so now we've added undergrad, okay? We've added that one. So you see that all the records we have under undergrad, we had it to be what? Yes, yes, yes. Please open that one. Please expand that, good. So you see that all the records we have under undergrad is equal to yes, yes, yes. Because we said where undergrad is equal to yes. And wherever we see undergrad to be equal to no, it is going to skip that, because that does not satisfy the condition that we state in the where clause. But then when you look at this fourth one, when you look at the last one, please go back to the code. Here, expand this, expand the second table. Expand the second table. How many records do we have in the second table? All right, so you see that the second table we are having a 10 records. So this will retrieve all the records. Okay, this will retrieve because we don't have any condition to check whether undergrad is equal to no or undergrad is equal to yes. And then the last one is just to print out the table. So please go back to the code and let's do something. Add the same undergrad to the second table code. So add undergrad. So you look at the code, the syntax. Select student number, last name, first name, undergrad from students, where the undergrad is equal to what? Yes. Okay, so this is a condition, and we only get output based on the evaluation of that particular condition. If the condition is satisfied, then we get the output. If that condition is not satisfied, then it will skip it. And then the second one, so run everything. Run everything. In fact, you can even ignore the student table. So ignore code line 10101. Good. Run that so that we can expand that. All right. So you see that in the first one, under undergrad, we had everything to be yes, yes. And then when you look at the second one, under undergrad, we had yes, yes, and then we had 2 no's, because there is no any condition to check. And that is why we retrieve all the records from the table. Okay. Please, do you understand it now? Hello? Please, did you get it now?
Yes, sir. So I get it. Thank you so much.
All right. So the first one, there is a condition. The second one, there is no condition. We are only retrieving those records. All right. Any other question? Any other question? Asana, any question?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, sir. Does it mean when we change the equal to yes at the undergrad,
Okay.
are we going to see only two records for
I
the
want,
undergrad?
you mean when we change it to no? Hello. Do you mean when we change it to no?
Yes. Does it mean we are going to see only two records for at that session?
Yes, please. Change it to that. Change it to no. No. All right. So run the from 96 to 99. Oh yeah, to 100. Yeah. Hello. Have you seen that?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
All right. Thank you. All right, Asana. Hello. Asana, please, do you want to say something? Yeah, hello.
Please, the question I was having was that what if there is no condition to fulfill? But you've explained it already.
All right, so your question has been answered, right?
Yes.
All
Yeah,
right.
but yeah.
Or
But
you need
then
more information?
it's okay. It's okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Any question? Any more question? Any question? All right.
Hello, sir.
So if yeah.
Sir, please, I have one question.
All right.
Please, can there, in a case where we can bring the conditioning between the selection and in between the select and the from?
The select and the from.
Yeah.
So you mean select the condition?
Yeah. From.
You mean the where clause?
Yes, please.
All right. So do that and let's see. So what we do, what we need to know is that
Yes,
this
sir.
will execute the table from that. So if you say select student number, last name, first name, undergrad, and then you are telling me this condition, where should I go and apply that condition?
So I'm saying like after the selection.
Good, that's what I'm saying. So you mean that you mean from students will be the last code, right?
No. The from should be the from students from the table. The table should be the last.
Should be the last, right?
Table,
So what
yes.
I'm saying is that if you have that, please put that code, change it to that. So cut the where undergrad equal to no, and then paste it in between that, the select statement and then the from. Just cut it. All right, so run the code.
Okay.
All right, so Control Z, let me explain that to you.
Okay,
so
sir.
you see, if I want you to do something, okay, I've given you a condition. And what this code is doing is that it will take from code line 96 and then read that. So this will select that, this would put that in mind, and then it will go to the table. Okay, it will move to the table. And then when it moves to the table, that is where it applies the condition. So we are giving it a condition without telling it where to apply that. Okay, so you have the table, and then you know that, okay, this is the table that I want you to apply this to, or this is the table I want you to check the condition. Okay. All right, so these are some of the things. I like the question. These are some of the things you have to be doing. If you think of something like this, just run the code. Okay, if it works, then that is it. If it doesn't work, you know that, okay, this is not allowed, or this is not synthetically correct. Then you have to be careful with it. All right. Any more questions? Any more questions before I ask you? Because of the questions, some people have changed their names to Z, so it will just be at the last part. But I'm moving to that part of it. Hey, someone has moved. All right. So please know that it is not by force to answer the question. I just want to know whether you are following. Mary.
Sir.
Mary Adubiri.
Please, sir.
All right. All right. So, any question?
No, please.
So, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Please print out the student table.
Pardon?
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the person. Print out the student table. I want her to see clearly before I ask the question. All right. So if you do understand what we just did, I want us to do something. So I want you to give us the code, okay, to display the code to display the student number, the last number, the last name, the first name, and then the state city.
Please, sir, the last part.
The state city.
State city.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So he is waiting for you to type that.
Okay. Then we'll start by typing select. Okay, the first one is student's number.
I think I have to be doing this. So the typing is so boring. I have to do this.
Followed by last name.
I have to do this, so I will not type again. Please check the student number before Mary is wrong.
Hello, please come again about it.
First name.
So am I supposed to click the student's name, the student number?
No, like you spelled it wrongly. That was why I said it should be. So you continue from first, the last name, you move to first name, right?
Yes, please. And the last one is state city. Then you come down, type from student. Please, sir, is there any condition or? That is all.
Print this. After that, we'll move on to further questions.
No.
All right. All right. All right. Thank you very much. So what you are doing is
You're welcome.
you're not done. You're not done.
Okay.
I have one more question. No, let me change. Let me change. Bright. Go to Bright. Kweku. Are you here? Bright. Kweku. Are you here? Hello? Is Bright speaking? Yeah, Edmond.
Okay, thank you. Say, but if you want the table to be arranged in a particular pattern, for instance, you have the last name coming before the first name, but in this case, you want maybe the first name to come before the last name. So in the function, if you interchange it, will it arrange for you in that order?
I'm sure. So just look at how it appears in the code, okay? And you consider that is the same thing we are having. Please change the name, interchange it, okay, from first name to last name. A first name, comma last name. Yeah, Edmond.
Sorry, just the earlier one.
All right, so run that. All right, can you see that?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, so it would display the order in which you input that in your select statement. All right, so Edmond. All right, Christian. Edmond, stay.
Sir.
Yeah.
Please, you called me earlier, but my laptop microphone was not working.
Your
All
machine
right.
is not good.
All right, you are welcome back. You are welcome back. All right, Christian.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you have a question?
Yeah, you go back, Control Z, go back where you ask Madam, then go back. Go back again. The main table, go back.
Allah, God's rep.
Which is there's no course up here. I want to ask some question. Go back. Go back.
You mean the whole table?
Yeah, go back.
Hey.
All right. Yeah, thank you. He asked, yes, sir. He asked, you asked her to that is select the student names and the stating. So my question there is, what is the function of the address type, those address type, and then the city? What those ones? As you asked her to mention the other stuff. So those ones, what does it do on the table?
All right. So you have to know that these are not the table that you are going to be using. Okay. This is just a table for practical sake. So we have the state city, where we talk about the state the person is coming from, the state, and then the city. Okay. And then we have that. So this is just a table. And what we are doing is to help you to be able to retrieve records from tables and not necessarily the table that we are seeing here. Okay. Even with the table that we are going to be working with, the database we are going to be working with, it is not going to be limited like what we have here. Like we have 10 records. No, it is not going to be like that. But how you'll be able to retrieve those records is what you are doing here. Okay, so that when you go out there, you apply the syntax, everything is going to be the same and not this table. This is just a simple common table that you can work with. Are we good?
I'll prefer to do an example by adding all those ones to see something for tomorrow's sake. Thank you.
Like adding what?
Like, you see, as we were skipping those the address type and the city and then those the zip code stuff. Like, we should do one example by adding or mentioning all those names and then run the code to see something.
All right, so what will happen is that you can use the asterisk to print out all the column headings that you have in the table. So once you have the asterisk, that is what you are going to get. Okay, and why will you go to write all this thing down when you know very well that you can use the asterisk to retrieve all this? Or you want to be doing manual way, hard coding? Okay, so we use the asterisk to retrieve. Please, you can run that code there. And then it will retrieve everything from the table. But then if you want to retrieve some particular attributes, okay, columns from the table, this is where you specify that in your select statement. So you have options. Either you print everything or you specify the columns to print out. So it depends on what you are doing. All right, Richard.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
Please, in one of the PDFs concerning database management one,
Okay.
I saw some of these codes and I saw it ending with a semicolon.
All right.
So I wanted to ask if that applies to a different language associated with the database management. Because
I
I'm
got
not
your
seeing
question. I got it. So this is fine, okay? SQL have different servers. And some of them, if you omit it, you are going to get error. But with this, whether you have it or not, it is going to run. So you can terminate the code after students. So we have from students, you can put semicolon and write and run the code and see something. Put semicolon after that to run the code. The code will work for you, okay? The code will work for you. But some of the SQL servers, if you don't have that, it is not going to work, okay? It is not going to work. That is going to be syntax error. So the servers are different. That is why you were asked to go and download this so that we all be on the same page. All right. Richard.
Yes, sir.
Is your question answered?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Sir, so which application uses the semicolon?
Yes, sir.
Hello,
so
sir.
for examination sake, are we to bring the semicolon or it is not necessary to terminate to the semicolon?
Don't worry. So whatever we are doing here, you bring whether you have the semicolon or you don't have the semicolon, we'll mark it for you. All right. Any other person? Richard, are you done with the question or you still have more questions? Edmond, please come back. Hello. Yeah, we got more. Hello? Hello, Edmond. Are you back? Please, can we go back to Mary's code? All right, Edmond, please, are you ready?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, all right. So, please print out the entire table, the students table. Print out the entire table. Select all from students. All right. So, Edmond, let's go to Mary's code. Edmond, I want you to add a condition to this particular code, that is to Mary's own, and print out only the state city where we have the state city to be equal to CO. So add that condition to Mary's code, and then where we have the state city to be equal to CO or to be CO. Mary is having the code already. We have the code. Please, you can run her code. So what you have to do is to add a condition to print out only the cities or the state cities with CO.
Okay. Okay, he should type.
Okay, type.
Where?
On your caps lock.
City.
I said state city.
State city equal to CO. CO.
Hello, please do not type something if the person didn't mention that.
Okay, you bring the column. All right, that is it. Kindly
So
run
what
it.
you're supposed to type is to type what the person wants you to do, okay? Just directly from the person's
Yes, sir.
prompt.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Run that. All right. So that is it, okay? That is it. I just want you to know that if you omit any of these things, you are going to get minus something. You will not get the entire marks. So you have to know that. All right. Can you print out this code line 120, that is 102 to 103? All right, so I am moving on to, no, don't move that. Just select it and print 102 and then, all right, print out that. All right. Let me say something and see if someone can do it. Okay, so you see that under state city, we have CA and then we have CO. I want somebody to modify the code so that we get the output of both CO and then CA. Both CO and then CA. Even if you don't know how to write the code, you can just say it and then let me see whether you have the logic. So if you are supposed to print out CO and then CA at the same time, how can we do this? All right, Daco.
Okay, so after the within the condition, which is the state city equals into bracket, sorry, into quotation mark CO, you make it CO plus, sorry, and CA. CO and CA. I think that is that.
All right. CO and CA. All right. Any other person that could keep your own and come in? I just want somebody to.
Sir,
Mm-hmm.
sir, how about if you do CO, comma, instead of the N, how about if you do it, comma?
All right. So add that. All right, you to keep that. Don't type, please. You to keep that, okay? That's good ideas. Any other person? So Daco said we have to consider n logical operator. Richard said we should do that with the help of a comma. And that. Any other person? Any other person? So you see, some of these things, nobody will tell you that this is what you do. Okay, I just said, even the course rep, my TA. You have something to say about that?
Yeah, I think I also go for the logical operator.
The n logical operator.
Yes.
All right. Any other person? All right. So basically, what you said, you all said makes sense, but that is a bit wrong. Not completely. When you use n logical operator here, okay. So let me just put this and then we try everything. So we have state city equal to CO. If you want to add another condition, okay, another condition, you have to use the and or the logical operator though. So let's do that. You have to repeat the name of the column that you are talking about. So where state city equal to, and then we have CO, and then put n, so space, and no, the same line of code on that same code, and state city. So this is what you said, and that is what I want you to put into practice, equal to CA. So this is what you and Daco said, right?
Yes.
All right, so that is your code. Run the code. Did you see something? So you are having an empty table, okay?
Yes.
All right, and we have another person that said command this. That one too. Hello, Clifford, I'll get back to you. No, don't do that. Please copy the end. People are getting the logic of which I don't want them to get the glory. Cut the from the end to the city, right? Cut that. So put comma. Run that one too. So that is what someone said, right?
Yes.
All right. So your own two did not work. Okay. All right. So let me see whether these people have gotten the logic Misty.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, we can hear
Operator
you.
will
Talk,
be
please.
will be okay. So where
Huh?
State City? Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello.
Talk. We can hear you. Yeah,
So
talk.
the code where State City is CO or CA.
All right. So put that one to there. All right, Clifford. That is what you wanted to say. Misty, you can put your hand down. All right. So that is you and this thing. Yeah. So that is a good idea. But then let me explain something. No, leave it that way. Leave it that way. Leave it that way. So run the code. You run the code. Right. We have the table. Okay. Now, what you need to know is that the n logical operator means that you are referring to the same thing. So that one, it means that the state city should be equal to what? CO, and then state city to be equal to CA again. So it is only when you are checking this, okay, when you are checking both sides of it, print out the table. Print out the table. So with the n, both conditions must be true for you to do that. But then that is referring to different things. Okay, that is referring to different things. But the all logical operator, that one will just pick, it will go through the table and then look at where we have CO and print out all that. And then it move on to the next one where we have CA and print out all that, and that will be all. But the on n logical operator, with that one, it means that you are referring to one particular column or one particular row where the two conditions satisfied. The two conditions what? Satisfied. Print out the table and let me show you something. Print out the entire table, select all. You have the code already, just select that. So with the n logical operator, if you want to use this one, if you want to use the n logical operator, then you can say something like this. You want the person or you want the state to be equal to what? CO, and the undergrad to be equal to what? Yes or no. Okay, so with this, you are checking two conditions, but with what you just mentioned, you are referring to the same person. Okay, or you're referring to the same record. Okay, so it will not check that. Okay, because it will check this and it will check that, but that does not make it the same. Okay, so with this, if you pick something like state city is equal to CO and the undergrad equal to yes. So you see that you are referring to different attributes together, and these conditions must satisfy for each of the what the attribute that we have before you get the output. You see that before you get the output, and that is how it works. That is exactly how it works. So if you want to use the n logical operator, you have to make sure that you are referring to two different attributes here where everything is satisfied. Okay, where everything satisfies. All right. Now that is the all logical operator. Okay. So with this, just maintain the code. If I want to add, if I want to add ky to the output we had already, how can I do that? So on the state city, if you want to add ky to the output we're having, that is the previous table, how can we do that? Still on Mary's code. Yeah, Akuka Joseph.
I like to try.
Yeah, we are all
So
trying, please.
we will add all equal to state city ky.
Take your time and let the person type.
All state city equals to quotation mark open. Then ky close the quotation mark. Thank you.
All right, so run that. All right, so have you seen that? So this is what we call multiple logical or operator, okay? So you can use it more than one, okay? The or logical operator, you can have multiple or logical operator, okay? Like you can have multiple or logical operators just to make sure you capture certain things in your record. As we move on, there is one clause, we have the in clause that we can use to get rid of this multiple or logical operator. Yeah, Akuka? Akuka Joseph, do you have a question?
Yes, please.
All right, ask.
Where state city equals to CO, can we bring the all so that the all be into one bracket, one quotation mark, instead of all state city equals to the all state city equals to that?
Can we bring what?
I mean, where state city equals to CO.
All right.
Then we also wrote or state city equals to CA. Or state city equals to K. I'm asking whether we can just take the state city equals to, then into the first quotation mark, we bring the all inside all that quotation mark and run it.
No. We have a keyword we use to handle that, okay? We have a keyword we use to handle that, but that will not be all. So that is what what I was talking about, okay? So we have something we can call the end, where you can have all these things like he was trying to say, but that is not all logical operator. That is in, and then you can specify multiple conditions in it, and you get this. All right. All right. So please, any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? All right. Print out the student table again. Print out the student table. All right. So right now, I want us to talk about the comparative logical operators more. Okay. And here we are going to be talking more on, or we are going to be using the student number. Okay, we are going to be using the student number. We are going to be using the student number. So let me ask, please, if you don't understand, don't let it be like some people are answering the questions, some people are asking, so I don't want to explain things. So just ask your question. If you don't understand something, make sure we don't move on. You have to force us so that you understand. I am not the only person here. Yeah.
Please, after the equal to sign, where we are stating the condition, is it always that when the value is a string that you bring the quotation mark? Or...
Yes, please. Yes, please. If it is a string.
Okay. So if it is an integer, you will not have to bring the...
No.
Okay.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to be using the student number, and then we'll do the all logical we'll do for some of the comparative logical operators, and then we call it a day for a day. But then you have to go and then practice all that we did. Just run the code yourself. Okay, try to run it, like just put it somewhere, and then you try to practice it yourself. I think within 30 seconds or 30 minutes, sorry, you can do all this, all that we did today, and you'll be good to go. So here, what? Yeah.
Sir, please, the code. Did you say you gave it to the class rep?
You have the code. I shared everything with you. So after this, I'll let him like just copy everything and then paste it in the chat so that you also go and copy and paste it somewhere.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So please, you see I don't know whether there are errors. You see those errors, 7 errors. How do you do about those ones? Or it is possible that anytime you're working with tables like this and the errors
No,
are, you leave them there.
no. So these are not syntax error. Okay. These are logical errors that he has in the code. Okay. And sometimes when you run the code multiple times, or you have the same names, like student in one table, student in another table, it flags that as what error. And those are not logical errors. If it is a logical error, the code will not run. Okay. The code will not run. So it's like they're saying invalid student number and other stuff because maybe you have a repetition in that your table creation. That's why I just ignore that. Okay, but if you run your own at fresh, you do it very well. You will not be seeing this kind of error. But when you see any logical error, when you run the code will not work, they will tell you that there is an error. So it means that what we are doing, there is no any error in that. All right. All right, so let's go back like that. Or he on share the screen. Please share your screen again. All right, so while we wait for him to share the screen again, any question? Any question? Is there something you like me to explain more? Your colleagues are here. I am here. Like, just ask your question and we'll help you. And if you want to add something to what I just explained, you are always welcome to do that. This is a learning environment where we don't have somebody that is superior. We are all learning. Okay.
I think
Okay.
Kuluche want to ask the question, but it's network. So kindly call him, sir.
Huh?
Kuluche want to ask question. I think his network was warning him.
What's the name again?
Kuluche Michael, you want to ask question?
Michael, do you have a question? Michael, I'm waiting for you.
Yeah, but Christian, are you Michael's spokesperson?
Christian always want to find problem for someone.
I think some of them are. Togbe, Adam.
I'm here with you, sir.
Any question?
No, please. The question I had, I asked already. But with the subsequent ones, I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, sir, please, I'm trying to run my own, but unfortunately, it is not working. I don't know if I need to make some changes.
The code is not working?
Yes, please.
All right. Would you like to share your screen?
Unfortunately, I'm using a tablet.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if our brother can share his screen again so that I look at the top exactly what changes he has actually made to it.
Also, you have to change your laptop, okay?
Okay.
Get money and go for a new one. I don't want to mention the laptop here.
Okay.
So you have to change your laptop.
I understand.
But it is a bit powerful though. But it will worry you when you are doing something like this. It will worry you in a way.
Okay. I get
Do
it.
you have somebody here to share the screen? While we wait for ULT. All right. So this semester, I want you guys to kill the exams. Follow the practicals, okay? . All right, so very soon I'll take attendance. Very soon I'll take attendance. Or sometimes the attendance helps a lot. If you know that the person comes to class, but maybe something happened during the exams, you know how to manage the person. Well, on back class now, you have to let the person come like 3 times. All right, so you can start putting your index numbers in the chat whilst we wait for him. Please, can someone call him and let's see. Please share your screen. Or you don't want to share your screen again. Are you tired?
No, say not that. I'm trying to connect, so it's not doing.
I'll always let you do this. Next week, I'm going to call a different person. Last week, I was very tired. This week, next week, instead of when you are doing it, okay, if you are the one typing the code, running the code and other stuff, you learn faster than others. Did you notice that? Yeah, so next week, there will be competition for the typing. So I can just rest and look at you. When you talk about index number, that one, they are very fast. See how, all right, so let's please a minute. Yeah, I'm having a class. Hello. All right, so let's start. Some of them, when I call, I didn't hear them all. But right now, their index numbers are coming. That's good. That's good. If it is your index number, that one, your network will not misbehave. I can see. All right. So what we are trying to do is that we want to hit hard on the primary key now. Okay. We want to retrieve the records using the comparative operators. Some records using the comparative operators, the various way we can do that. Then we see what to do. Okay. So what I want us to do is that I want us to select all the students with student ID or student number greater than greater than or equal to 0148. 0148. Okay, so you can have the select statement. Select all. Let's use all so that you won't waste your time to be doing the typing. Select all from students. All right, so come down where. So who can tell me based on the table that we have where student number? Who can tell me the number of records we are going to retrieve? Where student number is equal to 0148. Yeah, Clifford.
So it's going to be only one student.
Equal to this thing. Good. I said greater than or equal to. So make it greater than or equal to. So with this, you are only retrieving one record, and that is one student. So how about this? Not Clifford. Clifford, put down your hand. Another person. Based on the table we are having, and then the code we have. No, Akuka, I'm not taking you. Another person. I think I have to mention names. But this one, you can see it clearly. Wow, see, you were 38 or 35 when I asked you to enter your index numbers. Now you're 40 something. That's good news. We'll see ourselves in heaven or hell. All right. Let me mention the name. Kojo. Hello, Kojo. Kojo Anderson. Are you here? Eric Owusu. Eric. Yeah. Kojo, it means that you are not here, right?
Hello, sir.
Eric,
Sir, please, I'm here.
All right. So, Kojo, based on the code we have and then the table you are seeing, how many records are we to expect? Select all from students where student number equal to or greater than or equal to 0148.
Sir, sorry, sir. I'm from the other side, but I just joined, so I'm
Okay. Are you done with your class?
Yes, please, we are done.
Oh, okay. So we will finish next week. We'll finish early. All right. So, oh, my cinnamon is crying. You want us to close? Yeah, Eric.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello.
The greater than or equal to is going to give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right. So run the code. Run the code. So now, don't wait. So what we are going to do is that you just look at this. You look at the table, and when you look at the student numbers, we have 0148. Okay, which is included in the word clause because we said greater than or equal to 0148. So it means that it is going to pick from 5 up to 10. So that is going to be what? 6 records. Okay, that is going to be 6 records, and that is that. Okay, so run the code. Run the code. Run the code. Run the code. Are you working the code or you are running the code? All right. So we had that. That is what? 6 records. Okay, that is 6 records. So this will go through the student table and look at the students whose index or whose student number fall within the condition, and then it will print out that for us. Now, if I change this to greater than, how many records are we to expect?
5.
5 records, right?
Yes, 5
records. All right, thank you very much. And if I change this to less than, how many records are we to expect? Less than 3 records. Are you sure?
Yeah.
It should be 4.
4 records, okay? 4 records. 4 records, okay? Because it will start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the fifth one is this one, okay? The fifth one is the one we're having as first here. All right. So now let's look at how we can use the AND logical operator. Hello, Clifford. Do you have a question?
So I wanted to clarify something.
All right, you have to.
So is it possible, like instead of using the greater than, less than, or less than, what if I say where students number is not equal to 0148, meaning it will give me all other records except that student's record.
Once you use the not, it means that it will like just put out that particular record and then print out everything. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Print out everything. So please, I want you after this, just take 30 minutes. Okay, because we are going to close by 10:30. the 30 minutes, I want you to sit down and then run all the code. Like just try all the ways. You see the way you're asking me the question. Use that same question to write a code, execute the code, and then see the output that you are going to get. Okay, see the output to expect. And let me see something. So now I know you can all do, so we can change it from less than to equal to, you can change it from less than or greater than to something, okay? So you can play around the comparative operators. So let me add the AND logical operator, okay, just to this. So what I want us to do here is that, please go back to the code, all right. So what I want us to do here is that, I want us to add the AND logical operator to this, okay? To make sure that all the students that are, like to retrieve all the students that fall within this particular condition, and then they are also undergrad. So which means that the undergrad will be equal to what? Yes. Okay, so that will be select all from students where student number is greater than or equal to 0148, and please change the exclamation to greater than or equal to. All right, and so after that, and hello, yeah, so and no,
The end
don't
should
do
come
that.
after the
Come after the
0148.
01. The cinnamon is tired. And undergrad. Undergrad equal to yes. All right, so run that code. Wait. All right, no problem. No problem. Do this. Select the from code line 104, okay, 114, and then on the 115, just up to 104. Do not add the new thing. Do not add this. Up to 114. Good. No. Up to where the 0148 is. Run that. So how many records are we having now? We are having 6 records. And I've added another condition. Okay, I've added another condition. And when we run this, you see that we have 5 records. Just look at this. You notice that everything is what? Yes, except the second record, that is 0167. That one is equal to no. Okay, can you see that? That one is no. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so that one is no. It will just omit that. So run the entire code and let me explain it to you. All right, so you see that with this, we have yes. Now, what this will do is that at first, it will check if the student number greater than or equal to 0148. If that is the case, so that is yes. Okay, that is yes. Then it will write the yes down or true. And then it will put the AND logical operator. Please, can you write this? True. Write true. So the first one, that is true, go down. Write true. So the first one, let's write true. I'm coming. Go back. Select up to 0148. Let me see if I can use this to explain the logic. Can you see something? Good. Run that. Now come down. Bring your cursor down. Let's do that. Let's try to analyze that. Bring your cursor down. I mean like different fresh line. Come down. Good, it's okay. So let's analyze that. Let's analyze that. Okay. We'll look at the table. We know that we have 10 records. And the first one is saying that student number should be greater than or equal to what? 0148. Now, let's consider the first one. Is 0148 satisfy the condition? Does it satisfy the condition here, the first condition?
Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
type true. So it means that that is
Yes, sir.
true. True. So type true. Are you tired? All right.
No,
So
sir.
stay.
No, sir. I'm listening.
Then you are slow. And then the next one is end. So that is the end that we have in the code, in the where clause here. Please give space. Good. Now let's evaluate the second condition. Is the undergrad, is it equal to yes for that same record? Is it equal to yes?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. So that one is equally what? True, right? So type true. Please, you can all see the table. When you look at the first one, we have that number to be equal to 0148, which we all know that it falls. Well, we are saying that less than or greater than or equal to 0148, which means that 0148 is part of the what? The range of values that we want to get, right? So that condition is what? True for it. And then we look for the next, we look at the next condition. And then we ask ourselves, is undergrad equal to yes? And as you can all see, we had that to be equal to what? Yes. So this is true, and then that is true. So the AND logical operator says that evaluate it to true if both conditions are what? Satisfied. Are we good? So this is true and true will give us what? Hello, true and true will give us what?
True.
Good. So make
Sir, to give us
good.
true.
So equal to, so just make equal to,
True.
do double equal to. Good, true. Okay. So that is true. So it means that this has satisfied both conditions, and we should have that in the table. Okay. We should have that in the table. Now let's look at the second one. So go down, next line. Is 0167 greater than or equal to 0148? Hello?
Yes, it's
Greater than.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Please, are you all getting the logic here? I just want you to know why we are having some of these records.
Yes, it's greater.
So type is greater than that. So type true.
true.
And then you bring the AND logical operator again. Now, under that same record, that is the second record you are seeing, is undergrad equal to yes?
No.
No.
No,
So
sir.
type false. Now, true and false will give us what?
True.
Hello, true and false will give
Sir,
us
to
what?
give us false.
To give us
It is true.
So that will give us, hello? True or false? True and false will give us what?
Yeah, true.
Any other person?
So true and false will give us false.
True and false will give us false. Okay, I said both
Why?
conditions.
Why?
Hello, I said both conditions. The true, the AND logical operator says that both conditions must satisfy before you evaluate it to what? True. Both conditions. Now, when you look at the first condition, that is satisfied. You called only Amma. I use Kofi and Amma. You see why students do struggle sometimes. Okay, when you bring it to the real life, then the person will get it. When you take it to the logical world, then the person will maybe still be struggling. Because I said, call me both Kofi and Amma. I asked all of you here, and you all said, it means that I have to come with Kofi and Amma before you can say you did what I asked you to do. That is the same thing you are saying here. I asked you to go and call me both Kofi and Amma. You called me only Ama, no Kofi. Did you do what I asked you to do? No. That means that you didn't. That means that this is what false, and that is why we're having false here. So if you are dealing with n logical operator anytime, it means that both part of it, both part of it should be what? True before you evaluate that to true. Okay. So we have true for the first one, of course, that is greater than 0148. But when you look at the next one, that is false. The person is not an undergrad. We had no undergrad. Okay. And that is why we are not having 5 records. Okay. So because the condition is not satisfied, the condition is false, then we have to omit that because this did not satisfy the condition that we are looking for. And that is why you had 5 records instead of the 6 we are currently having. Okay. But when you look at the rest, we have yes, yes, and then all these numbers are greater than 0148. So you are going to get 5 records at the end of the day. Okay. But then when you change this to or, okay, when you change this to or, we are going to get the 6 records. Because if this line of code, that is not a code, it's just a statement. That is 119, code line 119. If you change the logical operator to n to or, that is going to be equal to true. Okay, so change this to true and let's see something. In code line 115. Code line 115. Change the n to or and let's see something. Or all right. Run that and let's see something. Just select everything, run that and let's see something. How many records? Oh no, you have to add this. Okay. How many records are you having? Good. How many records?
9.
9 records. Okay. Why?
Yeah, because it all satisfies the.
So what is happening is that, okay, it will do this. It will check the first condition. If that is true, then it will print it out. And then it will check the second condition too. If that is true, it will print that one out. So you can have yes here, but then you can have yes here, but then the number is less than what? The number is less than 0148. But because this one is yes, we are going to output that. They are going to print that one too for you. Okay. You can have this to be less than 9. You see that we have values that are less than what? 0148. But then we have it in the table because when you look at it, just look at all the ones that we have yes, yes under this. You could see that, just look at all the records that we have that are less than 0148. They are all equal to what? Yes, yes. Okay. When you look at the undergrad part of it, it is what? Yes. Because this the student number part of it is what? No. But then the undergrad part of it is what? Yes. So it is going to be part of it. So the all logical operator says that even if one of the condition is what? True, evaluate that to true. Okay. So if it is all logical operator, this will be equal to what? True. And that is why you have all these records. Are we good? That is why we have all these records. All right. All right. So you have to know the difference, okay? You have to know the difference. You have to know the difference. For the n logical operator, both conditions must what? Satisfy. Okay, true or true. I don't know. Have you ever seen a truth table? I think we did that. We used to say, well, I don't know whether we did something like that. But of course, I am very sure you did computer architecture. Right?
No, no, sir.
You didn't do computer architecture.
No, sir.
We are sweet students. We are sweet students.
No, but some of them do. Some do computer architecture. I taught switch computer architecture before.
Sir, maybe the next block, not this one.
All right. So what I want you guys to do is we are done for the day. Play around the code that we worked on. Go and look for truth tables. Okay, just for those with two input, truth tables, and then understand how the OR and then the AND logical operator works. Okay, and that is that. Please, any question? Any question? Please, the theory or the theory aspect of it, you have to hit on that. Okay, you have to learn it yourself. It is not something technical. But then if you're able to please the practicals maybe next week, I don't know how you guys will respond to that. Maybe next week, things that you are supposed to know. Then the last week we just do the theory aspect alone. But I'm sure we'll not finish next week. And if you want me to take you through the theory, then you do the practicals yourself. Then that one too, you decide. And let the course get back.
But sir,
Yeah,
if you
please,
can
is the
slide.
PDF released?
Is it?
The document about the theory.
Yeah. Don't share that with the course, right?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Please,
And
sir,
please,
please, I've not received.
is
I've
that?
not received it. I've
Check
not
your
received
email.
it.
Check your
Oh,
email.
okay. Oh,
You
okay.
share it with both of you and myself. All right.
Uh-huh.
So any question? If you are learning the theory and then you need something, you need some clarification, just take my number from the course. And it's not something that someone is saying, please, when will database one results come? It will come soon, okay? It will come soon. It will come soon.
So we'll try. Our challenge now is how to make the table, how to get it to work.
How to
The
get a table to work.
installation. So some of us are still facing challenges. So when we get it done.
Hello, please. Please, you need to help one another, okay? If you know that someone can do it, just contact the person. But if you don't want to do that, maybe you can. But the video I shared with you, I think you should be able to maybe resolve it. Or just watch the video carefully. I know the part that will be challenging is where to get your server name. That is where most of you are getting it from. Okay, so you can just go to your systems and then look at the server name. All right, so thank you very much. Let me take the index numbers. Thank you very much for the class today, because it was an interactive class, and that is how I like do the same in exam. Oh, any question? I can go offline. Someone just called me. All right, thank you very much.
Mr. Kluje pray for us.
I beg you, today is my birthday. Controller has not paid me yet. Kindly send your donations.
Let us pray.
That will be done. Amen.
I said today is my birthday. Today is my birthday. Controller has not paid me yet. Kindly send your donations. Thank you.
Let us pray. In the name of God the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. God bless the teacher, the students, and the content. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah. Amen.
Hey, Mr. Kunte, what do you real lectures? I know I'm alive.
Charlie, I know the sit up.
Yeah, body, I don't know how they are right. So
I know the sit up. I know join the lectures early, so.
Actually, we for supervisor, you know, who so? Oh, mama, be a supervisor now.
Michael,
Yes, sir.
why your school Sunday?
Oh, I don't know.
You know what way they happen there?
No. I don't know. Brightest.
Yo,
I know if you join the lectures early. Oh.
it be your school sound server the ask of Oye.
Oh, yeah. It be sorry for such a texting.
Hello.
What's up?
Kulu.
Charlie, I go DM you so you lecture me back door. Eh?
Hey, you wait did the line talk way now they don't see you no come online early.
Oh, I no join early, bro. So as Christian self suggested to make a talk on something, I don't know anything.
Say Clifford Day, Christian Day. So you don't have
As you say, Edmond today.
Sure.
Don't worry, that's it. Okay, text you later.
All right.